Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of my new tournament rig for 2023. I went with the Hobie 360 PA14. Last year I was running the PA12 180, and this year I decided to do a little upgrade. So been working hard in the shop getting it all ready. I think I've got it pretty much figured out, and let's get into it. So I've got red and green lights on either side. They're just strip lights. Picked them up from Amazon. They're like 16 bucks a piece. Also got the white lights in the back to forego having to deal with a 360. And they're wired up on a switch, so I can just flick them on and off. I've got my net just sitting on the front with the Hobie paddle holder here. Makes a nice, it's with an easy reach, and I can strap it down if I don't want it to fall out when a big bass boat comes by and blows me out of the water. I have done a little modification with the bungee cord straps. So from Hobie, they come from here to right here on either side, crossways. I like doing it here, one-handed. An easy modification. And I've got my Dakota Lithium batteries up here in the front. Running a 60 amp hour battery for the depth finders and all my USBs, lights, all that good stuff. And I have my active target on a dedicated 23 amp hour battery. Guys, I tell you, believe it or not, it makes a huge difference having your battery dedicated for your active target. I just started doing this, and I have to admit I'm a firm believer in it. It was night and day difference from the way I ran it last year, having it on the same batteries as my depth finders. But anyway, let's keep rolling. So I've got the HDS 9 for my active target, and then I've got an Elite FS9 also. Moving back, I've got my active target on the mount that the dugout sells. That's a really cool mount. I think last year on the website it was called the Fisher mount. I'm not sure if it still is. And then I've got it run into the top rod holder. I've got that rod holder cut off, and that's where I've got that, and the cables for both of my depth finders come out of the top rod tubes. I don't use my rod tubes anyway, so it's an easy access without having to drill a ton of holes in the boat. Moving back, I've got a USB port here and here, and that's for my GoPro setups. I got one in the back, and then I have another one that you can see sitting right here. Alright, moving on, I've got the NK180 motor from Newport. I've got it set up with foot controlled steering. It's also mounted on the one objective mounting bracket. What I do like about the one objective mounting bracket is if you'll look here, so when you pull it up, you'll notice it comes up at an angle so that it clears your power pole. What's great about this mount is it doesn't stick back as far as some of the other mounts. A lot of the mounts stick way back, and I rooftop mine a lot, so I need it as compact as possible. And I've got the tilt set up to run through one of the little tie downs in the back of the Hobie, running up here into this eye with a little ring on it, and I can put it here for tilt if I want to get in some shallow water, or all the way up. We'll stow it. I've just got those mounted on the Hobie brackets with the little ram ball mounts. Those have been super cool. But like I said, I've got it hooked up to foot control steering. I've got it run through the hole, so I've got it run through here. It goes through the hole and comes out right here. It's attached to the screws that are already in place here, running through to the front for my steering. Works out great having it like this. If you're not running foot control steering, you really should look into it. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, I just lock it in place and use the rudder. It works, but I'm telling you, foot control steering will change your life. There's a reason that a lot of the guys are out there at the top of the pro level are doing it, and I would suggest you giving it a shot. I'm running the Newport motor on the Dakota Lithium 24 volt 60 amp hour battery. This battery, I mean, you can see it's the size of a normal car battery. I've also got it set up with a little breaker. Now what this allows me to do is I can hit reset. There's no power coming out, so that when I hook it up, the screen is always on. So when I hook it up, it's got a little juice, a little charge, and it'll keep you from frying any batteries or messing up your controller. So that way there's no power, no spark when you hook them up, and then you just ready to roll. I've also got the underseat storage by Yak Gadgets. I really like having the boxes that I use all the time up close. Keeps me from having to bend around to get into the Black Pack, and that is the Black Pack Pro 18 by 18. It's got 10 rod tubes on it. Yes, I know I cut off the tethers. To me, they get in the way a little bit, and I'm not known for tying anything down, so you know, you only live once, I guess. But picked up these cool little strap tie downs from Amazon. They're ratcheting, so you just pull it, it cinches down. Works pretty good. I've hit interstate speeds with it, and it has not flown off yet. What else have I got? Let's see. We've got the Boondocks landing gear. This is the HD landing gear. It's got the metal plate that runs from about here to here to keep the hole from cracking. I used it all of last year. I didn't have any issues with it, so I remounted it on this one. And that about does it. I think that's pretty much everything. I've also got the Tennessee trailer. You can see, picked that up a little while back, took a little trip to the dugout a couple weeks ago, and I'm super happy with this. Got the top water box up top. But anyway guys, that about does it. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, absolutely leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer it. If you got any tricks or better ideas that I didn't think about, or you think is better than the way I've done it, let me know in the comments. And appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming. We'll catch you later.